The main job of the neuron is to receive and transmit information. The neuron is made up of three parts, which includes the cell body, the dendrite, and the axon. The dendrites look like little tree branches coming off of the cell body. Their job is to collect info from other cells and send that info into the soma, or cell body. The cell body is where the nucleus of the cell is located, and the cell body is very important because it protects the nucleus, which keeps the neuron alive. The axon is the kind of capsule-shaped fibers which transfer info away from the cell body and toward other neurons. The axon hillock connects the cell body and the axon. It's also the last place where all the info that has been collected through the dendrites and passed into the cell body before going through the axon and the axon terminal to another neuron. So to speed up the communication of information going from the axon to the axon terminal buds, there's a layer of fat tissue surrounding the axon called the myelin sheath. You can see between each axon there is a little break or gap, and these breaks are called the nodes of Ranvier. So the action potential jumps from one node to the next as it goes down the neuron. So once the info has traveled from the cell body through the axons, it ends up in the axon terminal buds. The axon terminal buds form junctions with other cells. The info is then released through the synaptic vesicles, which contain neurotransmitters, as it goes out into the synaptic gap, which is the space between the neuron's terminal buds and another neuron's dendrites. So that info has just been released by the synaptic vesicles, is collected by another neuron dendrites and into their own cell body, and the process repeats itself.